Hi everybody, my name is Rylee. I am a sophomore and I am a special education major looking into a science education track. I am originally from Emmaus, which is about 25-30 minutes towards Allentown. I'm not involved in anything on campus, but I do a lot of work off campus. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so here's my annotated bibliography. It just kind of has all of the sources that I used and then a bunch more that helped me pull some ideas from. This is my proposal. I wanted to talk about the doomsday clock because with going into science education, I was fascinated by the doomsday clock and just about like what it stood for and the message it gave. So let's talk about what the doomsday clock is. The doomsday clock was made by scientists, and I just kind of talked a little bit about that and what it was, and yeah. And then here's my actual research paper. Doomsday Clock, Global Warming, Nuclear War, and Rising Sea Levels. So the Doomsday Clock is a clock that was made by scientists, and it just it gives us a visual reference of how close we are to disaster, and it just kind of serves as like a stark reminder of it, because the closer we get to midnight, the closer we are to total doom. Hence the Doomsday Clock. So nuclear weapons are one of the bigger threats in here. It's right there. So nuclear testing has been a really bad part of all of this. It has caused illnesses, radiation, environmental damage, all that other stuff. And that's just not okay and not good. Another big problem that is all over social media is sea levels rising. So sea levels have risen about 8 to 9 inches since the year 1880, which is right there. That's not good. It's really, really bad. And it's causing a lot of problems for coastal areas, businesses, homes. Just full out neighborhoods are being just wiped off the map because of this. And it's just, society can't recover as fast as these storms are coming in, so it just causes worse and worse damage. The minute they start to rebuild, it gets wiped off again. And yeah. Another big issue is, storms. Storms in the past couple of years have gotten so much worse. We've seen a rise in hurricanes, tornadoes, all these other really bad things, and we've seen a decrease in things like snowstorms in our area. And like we were used to having a lot of big snowstorms, and now we don't get as many. And then down towards like coastal regions, they're used to things like hurricanes, all these massive storms, and now they're getting them, but more and more intense. Another big thing that is really big with this is the coastlines are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and that's causing a lot of problems for the people who live there. Scientists have seen that it's not getting better, it's getting worse. People think that it's like a problem that's going to get fixed within the next couple of years, but it's not. It's happening right now, and it's today's problem. In conclusion, the doomsday clock is at 89 seconds to midnight, which like sounds like there's a lot more time, but it's been getting closer and closer and closer each day. All of these threats, nuclear war, climate change, storms, sea levels rising, are all big parts of this, and it's not getting any better. It's getting worse. And I talk about like ways we could fix this, the usual, like, we're using fossil fuels, not putting chemicals into the oceans and the atmosphere, and just all these sorts of things combined are going to help it. But it's up to everybody else to fix it. And yeah, once again, I'm Rylee Holtzman. Thank you for listening.